I want to make sure this tub gets a good scrubbing before I crawl into it. I'm Ty, and this is Ty Slightly Tilted. I do stuff with questionable planning, mediocre skills, and typically the hard way. Welcome to my chaos. I'm gonna get a few things cleaned up. I'm gonna take out some of the tools that belong in the garage. I want to make sure this tub gets a good scrubbing before I crawl into it, because these tiles are all going to get pulled up, and this is going to be the last time I get to be in this greenhouse and use that tub for a while. Nice and clear. This was me hanging out at our local sand bank, our city, during flood season. We'll let you come in and get these free sandbags because of flooding. The next week, they actually closed this down. So instead of any more flooding happening, we're getting into the warmer months. But I was so thankful that I could go in there and get all the sand for free. It's great sand, and it's going to be perfect for what I want to do. Aw, look, there's Bourbon. He's waiting to attack me. With love. It's time for another cup of coffee. Alright, I'm just going to listen to some music and get this picked up. I need to get the wood out of the way, pull up the things, create a space. I've just got a lot of workable stuff in here that needs to get moved around, and then we'll get started. I feel like the cleaning up and organizing of my greenhouse is a never-ending project. The moment I start something in there, I literally have to clean up, make room, make space to get it done. And this is me pulling up those papers. My hair, always my hair. You get used to it at some point. Not really, still always just hurts.
Whoopsie pants. Yeah, you like the rain. You're not against any rain here, are you? Say hi, Irish. Boy. You're such a pretty boy. What you doing? Hi. Cat butt on camera. Cat butt on camera. Yeah. No. Tell me all about it. Tell me all about it, good boy. My little dark sunshine, huh? My little dark sunshine.
So one of the problems with this dirt is that I have huge trees in my yard, and the root system goes right through it. And on top of that, the dirt has mold, so I couldn't grow any tomatoes in there. It sucked. I also didn't want to buy a tapper. They're $50 at Lowe's or Home Depot, and I wanted to do this project without any money or as less amount of money as I possibly could. So I got a heavy piece of wood and I danced myself into oblivion and stopped. I think it worked fine. Ish. Typically you would put gravel down before you put sand, but just in case I ever needed to dig this back up and felt like remediating the dirt underneath it in a good way, I didn't want to have to dig out gravel. There's a couple spots in my yard where somebody put down some pretty gravel and I did not want to deal with it, so I just went with dirt and compact sand. I also did forget to wet the dirt, which would have helped with the compacting. Oopsie pants. There is something very soothing about cleaning off all of these bricks.
No shit. I dug too much out. I wanted to line them up at the edge. And I dug too much out, so like the bricks are this far from the concrete edge.
More soothing scrubbing. By the way, all these bricks were here when we bought the house. The house came with its amazing greenhouse, and all of these bricks were in various places. There was a stack of them in the shop, in the garage, and then some of them were placed as walkways that had been completely grown over, and I pulled them all up. I did not pay for these. These are original to the house when we bought it, so score for me. I had to put the dirt back in that I had just pulled out. That was a little painful, physically demanding work too. By the way, that really was great sand. I'm glad I got it for free. This is my yard. I have moss everywhere. It works better to pull it up when it's super wet. It'd been a little drier today than the other day, but how beautiful is that? Look at that color. I also have put the ducks up. This was in the evening. They are a little vicious right now. I love them, but we are in full-blown mating season. And here is my completed Pavers. I had to tuck those in, hose it down. I hope it takes. I think it looks amazing. There are some tufts of a few other things that I purchased. I spent about $40 and then realized I didn't like the look or how it was. So this was a $40 project in total. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate everything. Take care. Bye.